Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I will discuss the chapter 10 entitled Application Layer, and I will answer all activity in chapter 10. So for review for just a little bit in chapter 10, it is explore the role of application layer and how application services and protocol within the application layer make robust communication across data possible, visualizing and mechanism. So, but before that, I will discuss some what do you call this? Some topic before we answer the activity. So let's search it. So here. So for application layer is closest to the end user. As shown in the figure, it is the layer that provides the interface between the application used to communicate and underlying network over which messages are transmitted. Application layer protocols are used to exchange data between programs running the source and destination host. So we have OSI model, TCP/IP model. So for OSI model, we have 1 physical, 2 data link, 3 network, 4 transport, 5 session, 6 presentation, 7 application. So for the application number 7, it scope with the DNS, what do you call it, domain name system, HTTP, hypertext transfer, simple mail transfer protocol, post office protocol, dynamic host configuration protocol, file transfer protocol, internet message access protocol. So this is the scope for the application, and here's some um, explain. There are many application like that that I read. So many application protocols and new protocols are always be developed. Some of most widely known application layer include, so we have hypertext transfer protocol. This is, and file transfer protocol, trivial file transfer protocol, internet message access protocol, and domain name system protocol. So this is the application layer. So let's move on to the next. So we have here presentation and session. So the presentation number 6 is, we have quick time, motion picture experts group, or what we call this, MPEG, graphics interchange format, GIF. So self-explanatory. So GIF is commonly used for pictures that like boomerang, not what they call this, pictures move, pictures. So this is the example of GIF. Example of GIF. So this is the example of GIF. So the pictures will move continuously and repeatedly. So let's move on. So um, we have MPEG. Here's the example of so here's the example of MPEG. We have so joint photographic expert group JPEG and portable network graphic PNG. So formatting or representing data at the source device into compatible form for receipt by the destination device. It means so the data source device is compatible with the destination device. So as shown in this figure, so just like what I said, the presentation layered for formats data for application layer, and it will set standards for the file formats. So let's move on. In the session layer, as the name implies, function at the session layer, create and maintain dialogues between source and destination. So as what I read, it is create maintain dialogues between source and destination application. Uh, it will exchange information with a destination. So let's move on. So here is the TCP IP application layer protocol. For IP protocol, TCP IP application. So we have here application layer, DN name system, host config, email, file transfer, web. So for name system DNS, let's see. So domain name system or service, bootstrap protocol, dynamic host configuration, simple mail transfer protocol, post office protocol, internet message access protocol, file transfer protocol, and so on. So all of these TCP/IP application is all in the session and application and presentation and session. So the GIF and MPEG will not included for this TCP application layer because it not the same as the application layer. So application layer protocol are used in both and source destination file. So like what I said, it is compatible with the application layer and presentation session. So we have to answer this activity. So activity entitled application and presentation, protocols and standards. And for instruction, drag the appropriate protocol name and standard to the correct OSI and TCP IP network location. Each protocol and standard will be used once in the OSI model and once in the TCP IP model. So for the instruction, so we have OSI model OSI model and TCP IP model. So for example, um, so we have to answer this, and if you listen to to the um, if you listen to my discussion lately or previews, you will answer this easier. So we have uh, nine nine slots or nine blank, and we have nine choices. So it is automatically this blank will appropriate with these answers. So let's drag this GIF, keep up, pop, map, TFTP, JPEG, MPEG, DNS. So we are done for TCP IP model application. So let's proceed to the OSI model presentation. So here's some technique to easily answer this OSI model presentation. You will think about the pictures, especially the pictures that will move repeatedly. So GIF, JPEG, and MPEG. So not all in presentation will not answer all in this blank. So we will choose appropriate answer for this presentation. So for application, we have POP, EMAP, TFTP, HTTP, DHCP, and DNS. So we are done for answering this question with this activity. So let's check if it is correct. So said correct. You successfully choose the correct location for the protocol and standards. So let's proceed to the next activity. And this activity, what do you call this? We I'll show you. So for using NS lookup for review, uh, when configuring a network device, one or DNS server addresses are provided that DNS client can use for name resolution. So for figure 1, when the NS lookup command is issued, the default DNS server configured for your host is displayed. The name of the host or domain can be entered the NS lookup prompt. The NS lookup utility has many options available for extensive testing and verification for DNS process. So this is the DNS process. We have cisco.com, cisco.net, netaka.net. So here's the figure 1. So let's proceed for the figure 2. So this configuration or this command, we will tackle many of these. So I will explain to you why we come up with this. Use the syntax checker activity to practice entering the ns lookup command in the both Windows and Linux. So let's show. So we have ns lookup. So for the default server, it is unknown. and for the address is 10.10.10.1. So the output lists the name and IP address of the DNS server configured in the client. Note, the DNS server address can manually configure dramatically learn through DHCP. You are now in the NS lookout mode. Enter the domain name www. So in this command, um, we we will now in the NS lookup mode. So in this figure, we have enter the domain name www.cisco.com. So we will enter this www.cisco.com. So for if you enter www.cisco.com, it shows the server E144 point something and so on. So it is given if you write www.cisco.com. You have to um, what do you call this? You will so you will enter the domain name uh, for you to know the server addresses and aliases. So the output lists the www related IP address that the server E144 currently has been in its database. So in this server is in the database like what this said. The notice that IP address are also listed in the additional personal services code. Enter the exit command to leave NS lookup mode and return to the window command line. So we have to, if you enter exit, it will leave NS lookup mode. And if you return to the Windows command line. So we have to, like what said, enter the exit. So we have to enter exit, and here's the output. You can directly query the DNS server by simplify adding the domain name to the nslookup command. So enter nslookup www.google.com. So if you enter this so um, it will show the server addresses here. It will show. Oh, so you are now working from the Linux command prompt, and the lun ns lookup command is the same. So with the ns lookup command is the same. So enter the ns lookup command to begin a manual query in the Link server. So enter the cisco.com, then prompt, enter the exit, leave the ns lookup mode, and return to the Linux command line. So the server is 1.27 so one address. So you have to enter again with the Cisco www.cisco.com. So it will show this, and before Cisco. So we have to enter the ns lookup command. So it is check www cisco check. So third is we have to enter exit. So we enter the exit, so it will show as this. And after you exit, the server is the same, and the None. The name is www.google.com. It's the same. All of this is all the same. So you successfully use the nslookup command to verify the status of domain names. So I hope you um, gets for my discussion. I hope you enjoy my video, and thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want. So for more questions, um, leave some question in the comment box, and thank you.